Let me tell you more about my ex-husband, the latest one. Let him cry all about it all he wants to. Vacations, dinners, home life. If we'd lived in California, it would have been a common law marriage. We lived in Kentucky, where he made me listen to Rush Limbaugh. Anyway, his family, the Pals in Oldham County, chaplains to the law enforcement, with immunity of testifying against confession in court, I'm assuming. Let me tell you about their Florida vacation homes and mission trips on the public dollar. I witnessed Mrs. Powell giving her grandson, my ex-husband Justin, $100 bills in Rotunda, West Florida for something, for an unknown substance. We can go back through and subpoena the text messages. Why did you give him so much money? He just told me he's addicted to heroin, blindsiding me, stuck down here with you assholes. Let's just hope he uses it for bills. You people are sick. She told me that I'd be going to hell for being openly gay. Well, just so we're on the same page, I don't agree that she's a year older than James. You know, I don't judge like they do. And speaking of her, I don't have my hairband. Snap, snap, snap. Conversion reparative therapy. Sorry, I've already started medicating for chronic pain today. That brain injury was very painful. Hell, let me just get up and not be lazy and walk to the bedroom and get it. How do you like my nightgown? Cool, isn't it? I've always been a non-conforming person because guess what? Who the fuck gives a shit what other people think? And if you complain about my language, it's called Tourette's syndrome. You know, what do I know? They're physicians in the Anthem network, sold by the Pumpellies. Their doctors were idiots. Alien hand syndrome and a neurologist asking me to diagnose it. Or a sleep specialist, whatever Mr. Westerfield is. Well, anyway, I had to demonstrate it, the conversion reparative therapy. Don't touch them. Don't touch yourself, because you're getting a tent and failing to repent. The devil rhymes, Mr. Horde. The excuses that they used biblically were epic. My ex-husband has a white one. I have a black one since I'm so evil. I'm not going to go into the symbolism of my jewelry. The big all-seeing eye, the little all-seeing eye, and the engagement ring, and then the dual-band diamonds for equality. And guess what? 2010, California had a talk with them in Kentucky, and they said, well, I guess we can accept fags as members. Yes, our money's pretty good, just as green as the rest, and there's a lot of it. San Francisco, show me your golden gates. And Gavin Newsom. He is such a hottie for a hetero. Wait a minute, didn't they just elect him governor? Oh yeah, and he survived the recall election. I see Arnold Schwarzenegger moving on to bigger and better things. They predict it in Demolition Man. And then I feel like Bet Porter from the L Word with her bottle of water. Does it ever fucking stop? You DP&L people, if you fire Sheriff Boggs, I'll have to think about loaning you my art collection. Sheriff Boggs and Malibu Barbie aren't going anywhere. Wait a minute, didn't the Royals purchase their house in Malibu? Oh. I might as well make the story funny. Word salad is another lovely effect of having a major stroke. Here's what I'm not thinking. It takes a lot to focus after having a stroke. Cops don't like that either. You're being insubordinate and unwillful. You people aren't doctors, and let me tell you about being married into emergency medical services and their shaved crotches, so they wouldn't leave pubic hairs as evidence. Oh, am I being too personal? Or shall we talk about my Latino husband from Jefferson County? Circa 2003. It didn't last long. He was too much for me. I preferred my London, Kentucky husband. Better body than K-Pump. Down in London, Kentucky, where they'd rather taser people into needing unnecessary heart procedures. Shall I start showing my taser scars? Or my Carter County ex-husband, Carter County defense for the Fulton v. Mason County case. He had a better body than K-Pump, too. But if he'd pass out every time I was getting ready to do something, no. I've already had to come up here and talk to these lawyers once for you all. The sex isn't that good. How many times has former Deputy Lisa, whatever her last name is now, been married? So don't talk to me about promiscuity. And this song, Luke Combs' Lovin' on You, it is the best new song of recent. I'm a junkie for your midnight moves. I'm in love with loving on you. Don't get me wrong, I like a bobber on a water. Hooking 'em and reeling 'em in. This is what they'll play in court for me. Oh, and that new Bailey Zimmerman song, Fall in Love. That's pretty much how my ex-husband and I were. And I just loved that video. Save the date and the look on his face. His hair is beautiful.